9:47 p.m. local time. The MetLife Stadium tunnel camera catches Lionel Messi turning back toward the pitch, jaw locked, eyes narrow, and mouthing something at a Spanish defender that the live broadcast never showed you. 280 million people were watching the World Cup final. Every one of them saw a brawl. Almost none of them saw this. And what he said in that 10-second window, if the lip readers on the internet are correct, is the reason FIFA's disciplinary office spent the entire night after the final locked in a room with the raw broadcast tapes. This was never supposed to happen. Not in this final. Not on this stage. Not to this player. Because that is FIFA's worst nightmare packed into a single frame. The greatest footballer of his generation, in the biggest match of the tournament, allegedly caught on camera saying something that a retrospective panel cannot ignore. That is not a scandal. That is a legacy problem. And once you see the pattern of what the committee is doing behind closed doors, you cannot unsee it. So let us put the timeline together, piece by piece, because this one is worse than you think. Start with the 83rd minute. Spain 2, Argentina 1. A loose ball near the touchline. Rodri clips Rodrigo de Paul from behind. De Paul goes down. The referee, Slavko Vincic of Slovenia, waves play on. And the Argentine bench erupts. Within 4 seconds, there are 11 players in a shoving match on the halfway line. Within 8 seconds, there are 17. The fourth official has left his position. The Spanish physio is on the pitch. Vincic has lost the whistle out of his own hand. And then the camera cuts to Messi. He is not on the ball. He is not near the incident. He has walked calmly from the center circle straight into the middle of the scrum. Watch the footage. His right hand goes up. His left hand grabs the shirt of a Spanish player we will get to in a minute, and his mouth moves for exactly 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. That is the window the entire investigation is now built around. And the stadium did something nobody expected. It went quiet, not the crowd, the players. Because whatever he said, the men next to him heard it clearly, and 2 of them, according to reports out of Madrid, have already been asked to give written accounts. Now here is where the story stops being a brawl and starts being something else. The live broadcast, the one you watched at home, cut away at that exact moment. It went to a wide shot of the bench. It missed the 3 seconds entirely. But the tunnel camera did not miss them. The pitchside documentary crew, the one FIFA contracts for their official World Cup film, did not miss them. And within 90 minutes of the final whistle, a 15-second clip had leaked onto X, formerly Twitter, that showed the entire exchange from a different angle. That clip has now been viewed over 140 million times. And the lip readers went to work. Spanish-speaking fans zoomed in frame by frame. Argentine channels ran it in slow motion on live television. 2 independent forensic lip-reading accounts, one in Buenos Aires and one in Madrid, posted the same transcription within 20 minutes of each other. The words they claim to have read are not words this channel is going to repeat on camera. But if the rumors are true, they are directed at the referee, and they are directed at one specific Spanish player, and they cross a line that FIFA's own code of conduct labels as aggravated misconduct. That is not a shove. That is a paper trail. Because here is the official version. FIFA released a 2-line statement at 11:12 p.m. saying the incident is being reviewed as a standard post-match matter. And here is what actually happened. Sources inside the disciplinary office, quoted anonymously in 2 European outlets, say the committee was assembled inside 3 hours. They pulled 6 separate camera angles, and they specifically requested the audio from the pitch side boom microphone. One pundit put it like this on Spanish television, quote, "This is not a normal review. This is a targeted review." A former FIFA official, speaking to a British broadcaster, said it even plainer. Quote, "They do not pull the boom mic tape unless they are building a case. That is not standard procedure. That is a file being opened. So let us zoom out, because that is the real story here. FIFA has a rule. It is called Article 77 of the Disciplinary Code. It gives the committee the power to sanction a player for offenses the referee missed, even after the final whistle, even after the trophy has been lifted. Retrospective action. And it has been used before. Luis Suarez, 2014, 4 months for the bite on Giorgio Chiellini. Neymar, 2022, 3 matches for dissent captured on a tunnel camera. Zinedine Zidane, 2006, a 3-match ban and a stripped Ballon d'Or vote after the headbutt on Marco Materazzi. Brick after brick after brick. All in the last 20 years, all building the same wall. FIFA can, and FIFA does, punish players after the whistle when the footage is loud enough. And the footage here, according to the people who have seen it, is very loud. Now here's the part they do not want on camera. If the committee moves on this, the sanction they are reportedly modeling is not a 1-game ban. It is not a 2-game ban. It is a 6 to 8 match international suspension, backdated to the final, and this is the part that has fans in meltdown. A formal note attached to Messi's FIFA record, a note that would travel with him for the rest of his career. That is not a punishment. That is a stain. Let us stack what we know. Zurich, the referee, filed a supplementary report at midnight local time, reported. The pitch-side boom microphone audio was requested by the committee, confirmed by 2 outlets. 2 separate lip-reading transcriptions match on the key phrase, circulating publicly. A Spanish player, unnamed in the leaks, has reportedly given a written statement to FIFA. Reported. The Argentine Federation has hired outside legal counsel within 12 hours of the final whistle. Confirmed. The disciplinary hearing has been scheduled, according to one Italian outlet, for inside 72 hours. That is not a coincidence, Pyle. That is a case being built in real time. And the internet, predictably, has lost its mind. One post on X with over 2 million likes reads, quote, "If FIFA bans Messi for what he said in that brawl, football is dead." A Reddit thread on r/soccer, pinned for 18 hours reads, quote, "They are going to end the greatest career in history over 3 seconds of audio." An Argentine journalist with 900,000 followers posted a single word, betrayal. The dam broke inside 2 hours of the final whistle, and it has not stopped since. Watch this next part carefully, because this is where the story turns. The Spanish player at the center of the exchange, the one whose shirt Messi allegedly grabbed, has not spoken publicly. Not a post, not a story, not a quote. Silence. And in a football, that kind of silence is almost never accidental. That kind of silence is a lawyer's silence. That kind of silence means a statement has already been given, and the player has been told in writing not to say another word until the committee rules. He knew. He knew. He knew. And here is the detail that has the entire Argentine press box in panic. The pitch side boom microphone the committee pulled is not a broadcast mic. It is a FIFA-owned unit, mounted for the official tournament film, and its audio is time-stamped and encrypted at the point of capture. That means whatever it recorded cannot be denied, cannot be edited, and cannot be argued away as a bad angle. Whatever Messi said in those 3 seconds is sitting, right now, on a server in Zurich, waiting for a panel of 7 people to hit play. That is not a rumor anymore. That is a tape. Let me be fair for a second, because this channel does not deal in fantasy. Lip reading is not evidence. 2 forensic accounts agreeing on a phrase in a noisy stadium, from a camera angle that catches half a face, is not the same as a signed confession. FIFA has, in the past, dismissed lip-reading claims as unreliable. The Argentine Federation will fight this with every lawyer they can put in a room. And Messi himself, in 20 years as a professional, has never been handed a retrospective ban of any kind. His disciplinary record is, by any measure, one of the cleanest at the elite level of the sport. That is all true, all of it. But that is exactly what makes this dangerous instead of routine, because a clean record is the strongest defense a player has, right up until the moment the footage is loud enough to override it. And the people who have seen this footage, the people inside the room, are not briefing that this is nothing. They are briefing the opposite. So let us put the whole thing together. A World Cup final. A brawl in the 83rd minute. 3 seconds of a player's mouth moving on a tunnel camera the broadcast never showed you. A boom microphone tape sitting on a committee desk in Zurich. A referee's supplementary report already filed. A hearing scheduled inside 72 hours. And a fan base on both sides refusing to sleep until the ruling drops. That is not a brawl anymore. That is a reckoning. So I'm going to ask you 2 things. Was this a great player, in the heat of the biggest match of his life, saying something in a moment he will regret and nothing more? Or was this the exact kind of moment FIFA's retrospective rule was written for, and the committee is now doing what the referee could not? And which side are you on? Are you defending the legacy, or are you defending the rule? Tell me below. Do not just drop a one-word answer. Give me the reasoning, because the comment section on this one is going to be the loudest we have had all tournament. Like genuinely helps this video more than you would think, especially on a story the algorithm is still deciding what to do with. And subscribe if you want World Cup coverage that goes past the highlight reel and into the room where the decisions actually get made. Because football at this scale is never just a tournament, it is a record. And this record is not finished being written.